Oh my gosh, this is hands down the best anime this season. Right now, this season is very tough. There's a lot of great things coming out, but nothing is on the level of Tokyo Ghoul right now. On that intensity, on that emotion, on that craziness, that is Tokyo Ghoul. Like, I sat there and I think probably 3 or 4 times I said out loud while watching this episode, I'm fucking loving this. I am fucking loving this anime right now. The progression, the characterization, and just overall the morale of what's going on, the difficulties, the internal struggles that is going on within this character, Kaneki. It's like, it's incredible. So we find out something very odd in this episode, that apparently Ghoul is one of the only things that they can digest that wouldn't, you know, taste like shit, that they can, you know, put in their mouth, so to speak, is, well, aside from, of course, humans, you know, that's a given or whatever, coffee. Like, they can drink coffee and it tastes normal, but everything else that they eat tastes like shit. If I was in that situation, I would stack up on coffee beans and I would just go ham, which also makes me wonder, would they be able to eat the coffee beans and would it taste like shit as well? Or how would that work? Although I'd imagine it'd be disgusting eating coffee beans either way, but wouldn't that be like a little loophole right there? And I mean, the episode starts off with that girl kicking the shit out of him, teaching him a lesson like, yo, you need to find yourself, because he basically offends her. He's like, ever since then, it's been, you know, life has been shit. And it's like, you gotta find a medium, and I think that's one of the things that he definitely has to do, because we find out in this episode he's one of a kind. He is the only person in this world that is half ghoul and half human because of those organs and whatnot. He has to find a balance where he can accept what he does and at the same time overall realize who he is at this particular point, because he's still stuck in the mind of, I'm Kaneki, I'm a human, you know, this and that. But he has to realize at the end of the day, there's 2 of him now. He is basically 2 people. He is Kaneki, still the timid, quiet, you know, human guy. But there's also another side of him, and he needs to realize that, and he needs to find a way to channel that urge in a positive light, because, I mean, in this episode, he pulled some Berserk fucking slasher smile shit when he was just going crazy, getting ready to eat his own friend. So that's another thing that I feel this character, I want to really see him work on, and hopefully as the series progresses, he won't go into those states anymore, because he was getting ready to eat his own friend, and even the fact that he was about to do that, you could tell that it's already going to hold a lot of weight onto his mind and keep him down. Like, fuck, you know, I was just about to do something atrocious. What is wrong with me? I mean, if he would have ate Hide right there, I think he probably would have killed himself or something. He would have, like, ripped his own head off, because he's such a good person. For him to do that, it would have just crossed the line for him. And I'm curious if that's actually just a manifestation of his hunger and, you know, just overall his ghoul side, that he keeps seeing Rise, the, you know, woman that basically the organs are in him from her. I wonder if that's actually a manifestation of his hunger, like, you know, the way we're getting narrated of what he thinks, like, kind of like, you know, the temptation on one side and the good on the other side. Maybe that's that, or is that actually, like, since he has her organs, like, definitely something very interesting there. But overall, that is just showing the internal struggles yet again that he is having. It's like, I don't want to eat, I don't want to do these things, I'm human, but I really need to eat, and I'm going crazy. The voice actor for Kaneki, I said it last week, I'll say it again. Kaneki's voice actor, oh my god, from when he's getting choked up by that dude that he met last week, he's a great fucking voice actor, and he really puts you in. If it wasn't for the voice acting, some of these scenes wouldn't be as great and as epic, in my opinion, because it just adds that much more to the character. And I'm definitely curious to find out more about Toka as well, the girl with the blue hair, because she really intrigues me. You can definitely see there's a lot to her past, and I want to learn what her life was like as a ghoul, because she basically has been through hell as well, living as a ghoul, but she still has some redeeming qualities. I mean, she did help Kaneki at the end of this episode, so that way he wouldn't eat his own friend. So you can see that there are some good qualities to her. Maybe in the past she had a human friend, and maybe this human friend betrayed her, so maybe that's why she completely went ghoul mode, but there's still some redeeming qualities to her. And this Nishio guy, like, we met him last week, and then we see him this week, and immediately the scene starts off with him banging some chick, and I'm like, goddamn, like, this is how the ghouls get down. And you can see that there's room for progress as a ghoul, because he pretty much blends in with society. I mean, he's an asshole, but he blends in with society. And I mean, there's a lot of assholes in society, so why not, right? I mean, he could blend in. But he's just like a dick. And then what he does to Kaneki and his friend Hide is like, oh my gosh, like, this episode, again, a great one. The only setback I will say, and it's a very small one, very small, is the fact that basically there was censorship. There was a huge amount of censorship in certain scenes, which I was disappointed, but that's not necessarily the material. That's more so, I believe that's for the broadcast. I want to ideally say that's how they're doing it for the broadcast, and when they bring it to us on DVD and Blu-ray, then we'll get, you know, a quality thing without all the censorship. But other than that, the animation, art, music, the opening, oh my gosh, let's talk about that opening, the song, the visuals, the pitch that singer starts off with. It's like, I have nothing but great things to say about Tokyo Ghoul as of right now. Like, when I'm watching an anime, and I constantly am telling myself, like, I can't believe how much I'm loving this and enjoying this, I know we found something special. And Tokyo Ghoul right now, episode 2, is just fucking hitting it hard. It's like the action, the internal struggles is giving you everything that you need in an anime to enjoy it and love it, and also giving you quality as well. So you have the kind of philosophical things. You got the internal struggles, you have the action, you have the gore, you have the violence, so people that love that as well. You have art and animation looking beautiful. Music is like, I'm loving this. And you also have progression that Hide heard what's going on. So now Hide's going to know more or less that his friend basically is in a deep jam. And if Hide's a good friend, he'll realize, you know, I need to help him out of this. Hide could be two things. He could either be a straight up dick, which I don't believe that because they've been childhood friends, so they've been friends for a long time. He's not going to do that. Or he can help him out and try the best that he can to help him through the situation, so that way Kaneki won't feel that alone. But I could totally see at some given point Hide dying, and that's going to set Kaneki crazy. And then the fight scene, oh my god, again, when Kaneki was going ham, going crazy, he was like, I'm not going to let you kill my friend. I was like, but then he ultimately becomes a danger to Hide, so it was like it was in vain. That's, again, the fucking both sides of him fighting. And I think the more he uses his powers, the more slowly he'll become less human and more Ghoul, I'm guessing. Because when he went straight up Ghoul and he was using his powers to fight against Nishio, he looked like he lost his mind. And he was getting ready to eat Hide, so that could be it as well. Overall, just an amazing episode. Progression. Hide knows his secret. Also, yet again, he ate more human because that was the only way they could stop him. They forced him, you know, to eat so he could stop his hunger. So will that affect him as well? Will that get him stronger? Will that make him go more Ghoul? Or will that make him slowly but surely lose a little part of him that said, yo, I don't want to eat people. I want to keep my humanity. A lot of questions. Great fucking episode. I'm going to give this one 9.5 out of 10. Taking 0.5 for the censorship, but on the DVD and Blu-ray, hopefully they won't have any of that shit, because it was like Tokyo Ghoul right now is killing the competition, baby. Yeah! But let me know what you thought of Tokyo Ghoul episode 2. Was it as hype as episode 1? It was just about as right there for me. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for the censorship, this would have been another 10 out of 10. It was right there. And the new opening, or the first opening and the ending, everything was just like a home run. Tokyo Ghoul, I really hope continues to be at this quality, because I would love to keep talking about this, because if I do lose interest, I'll probably stop doing reviews and reactions for it if it's just not as exciting as right now. But episode 1 and 2, some of the best episode 1 and 2s I've seen in a long time. So just overall thoughts of it. Did you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it could be the next Attack on Titan? But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, you can do so as well. That would be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. Tokyo Ghoul, baby. Yeah!